good evening. I see somebody's out there. A couple people. How you guys doing? Aaron, how you doing, man? Happy holidays. Since Christmas is past, I guess it's Happy New Year's. Let's see. I saw this. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want any of that. You home alone again. I'm home alone again. Hey, John, how you doing? John again, how you doing? Jonathan, what's up, man? Yeah, Josie is at her grandmother's for a later Christmas kind of celebration thing. Krista, of course, is still in Winnipeg in Canada, so I thought I'd get on here tonight and talk to you guys. One thing I wanted to talk about, I'm not sure what the thumbnail looks on here. Looking at new cars as usual. Guilty, I'm guilty. Sean, how you doing, man? Yeah, I actually drove through a lot today. I have a bit of a conundrum that I'll talk about here in a minute regarding the Tacoma, trucks, fitting stuff and people and whatnot. So what are you guys doing tonight? Here it's freezing, man. It's like, what is it? 12 degrees outside, I think, with a wind chill warning and stuff. Haha, I'm bored too. Now, there you go. Jonathan just got to Vermont. Family in Vermont, I guess, or work? You getting rid of it? Are you getting rid of it? I know it, LOL. Dance Master. How you doing? That's my little dance thing, you know. Jonathan, family, that's cool. John, cold in Atlanta, back to work tomorrow. Excuse me, Dance Master, it's like 20 here. 20 would be like a heat wave compared to here, man. Let's see. Aaron, I have 2 weeks off, bored out of my mind. Oh, man. I don't have enough time. It seems like the days fly. Maybe that's because Josie's here, my daughter, you know, running me all over the place. I don't know. Let me guess, you're getting a Tundra, LOL. Yeah, let's see, Gear Runner. Sup, Rob? How you doing, man? Dance Master, I'm good. How are you? I am good. I am cold. I'm not cold right now. Went out to get something to eat a little while ago, and man, it's cold. Because, you know, when you're home alone, you don't cook. I don't cook. I don't want to cook anything. Jonathan, 7 degrees here in Bennington. Wow, you're colder than I am. John, retiring next week, so I'll be really bored. You got to find something to do, man. There must be something you like to do, right? What is it? That'll keep you busy. You know, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, so yeah, I over the holidays, you see, I had some family here and stuff. John, truck shopping. Always shopping for something. Had the family here, and had people in the back of the Tacoma. Now, the Tacoma is fine when you're by yourself because there's plenty of room in the front for me. But when you need to haul something or someone inside the cab, of course, you know, my mom really doesn't like to ride in the bed of the truck, and my daughter or anybody else. It's kind of cold. You need room in the back, man. And I guess I didn't realize how small the back of the Tacoma really is. I mean, it is tiny. Gear Runner, I've been bored the last couple of days, but my S&B intake came in today, so I'll be installing that on the Tundra tomorrow. There you go, man. You got something to do. So anyway, I had my daughter, my mother, I think some other people maybe, in the back of the truck. And there's no room back there, man. I mean, I'm not 8 feet tall, but there's no room behind my seat when I'm in the back or the front seat of the Tacoma. Toyota Land Cruiser is the ticket. Now, I want a truck. I mean, if I was going for an SUV, honestly, I would probably go back to the Jeep Cherokee because I really like that. Jonathan, I averaged 15.5 in the Tundra on the freaking highway coming up here. Could probably have gotten 17 if I kept the speed under 70. That's my only issue with the Tundra, is that really crappy gas mileage. Got a Pro Grill for my Tundra for Christmas. Come on over to the Tundra side. Yeah, people keep telling me that, and it might happen. So anyway, there was no room in the back of the Tacoma. And my other problem is, because some people say, well, you know, you're not going to have people there forever. They're going to be going home or whatever. So the problem is there's no room to put anything back there. The gas mileage is astoundingly bad. Yeah, I know. I got 14 mile a gallon on the way to Miami, but that's with 35s. Well, there's always the 4.6. Oh, God, no. No way. So anyway, when I go to get groceries or stuff or whatever that I want to put in the back, there isn't even enough room back there to put stuff. You know, unless you put things on the seat. Last time I went, I folded the seat down, all that stuff, and I still couldn't fit everything there without putting some stuff on top of the seat. Now, the problem with that for me is if I'm carrying something that could be dirty or whatever, I don't want to set it on the seat. If I'm going to the grocery store and I'm carrying liquid stuff, you know, like milk or pop or ice cream or anything that could, you know, damage the seat, I don't want it sitting on the seat. If anything's going to spill, I'd rather it would spill on the floor on a all-weather mat, which is what I always put in all my vehicles anyway, all of them really. So that's led me to the conclusion that, you know, I really need a full-size truck. Now, some people have said, well, you should have just kept the Rebel. Well, I probably should have just kept the Rebel, but I wanted something different anyway. Enough, what are you doing? Oh my God, I'm getting there, man. Sean, come on. Okay, what am I doing? I went to the Toyota dealer today, and yeah, I knew you were going to say that. So you're considering getting a new truck based on a once-a-year visitation. Rethink that decision. It's more than just that. I knew that would come up. So I went through the Toyota dealer today. I looked at some Tundras. They have some there that I really like, color-wise and stuff like that. I talked to Tundra Dude, who may be on here, I'm not sure. And he, you know, to get some advice on the particular trim, because I don't know a lot about them, and there's a million different trims. But the Crew Max Limited, the Limited Crew Max is what I'll go with. I talked to the dealer, and the dealer says that there are many of them around this area, which there should be. I mean, I'm in Columbus, Ohio. There should be a lot around here, I would think. And that they can bring one in, you know, no big deal. Tacoma giveaway, yeah. No. Let's see. Make sure Josie approves first. I know, right? Let's see. Let me see if I mixed up. Do a raffle, give away the Tacoma giveaway. No. How about a Raptor? Nah, I don't want to spend that kind of money. And it's really much more of a truck than I need. I mean, so is the Tundra, but not at the level that the Raptor is for sure. Platinum all the way. Platinum's not bad. Again, I just don't want to spend that much money. Jonathan, the good thing about the Tundra is that when you get sick of the gas mileage, which you will, it will be worth what you paid for it when you go to trade it in. What's a better alternative, truck-wise? Full size. You know, I don't know. You might get a few mile a gallon more in a Ford. I don't know about Chevy. Go back to the Rebel. Nothing wrong with the Rebel. If it were the only truck out there, we wouldn't have a problem doing that, but I don't really want to go back to a truck I just had, you know. I want something different, something new. But nothing wrong with the Rebel. I really did like the Rebel. It was a good truck. Sean, make sure Mom drives it first. Mom's actually headed home tomorrow morning bright and early, so she won't be here till summer again. Back home after the holidays. So she's probably watching now. Hi, Mom. What did you think, if you guys saw, what did you think of her driving the Type R? 17s have, let's see, 17s have zero interest if you have good credit. Good choice on the Limited because there are more available to save on interest. That's cool. They are probably giving the Limiteds away. I hope so, because that's about the only way I'm going to get one. I'm not planning to pay hardly anything, if anything. I doubt I'll be able to finagle that. But with all the rebates and stuff they're offering at the end of the year, you never know. Let's see. If you're doing mostly city driving, they're all trash. The domestics only see an improvement due to cylinder deactivation on the highway. Right. And I probably do, yeah, maybe 60-40, 60% not freeway, maybe even 70-30. Not freeway. And I say not freeway because even when I'm on the freeway, you can't get up to speed because it's rush hour. Paul, hey, I'm late. I'm late, but here. Hey, you're not late, man. This is kind of a flash live stream. Just decided to get on because, yeah, I had something to say. If you want a truck with more room, don't get a Silverado. They aren't very roomy. Good advice. I appreciate that. I've never been in a Silverado, so I don't really have any experience with them. Sean says she was entertaining. It was entertaining. What? It was entertaining for me, if not a bit terrifying. I mean, you know, sitting in the driver's seat of your own car while somebody else is driving, it's never really that much fun, you know. Good for video. My daughter driving the Corvette, now that was terrifying. I may, if I can convince her, take her out in the R. She's had very, very limited experience driving a manual transmission, but I may take her out in the R. We'll see. I don't know if she's willing. She really doesn't like to drive with me too much. Let's see. John, I've been truck shopping for months. I think my choice is going to be the Rebel or some model of Ram. Yeah, I've been kicking that too. You know, I like Ram. I really do. I love the looks of the truck. I love the Rebel. My only problem with the Ram is the really crappy rap they get when it comes to reliability and craftsmanship. You know, I had a couple of stupid little build issues, I guess you'd say, with mine that never should have happened. That's my only problem. I like the Rams. I think they're the best looking truck on the road. I still do. I-270 is always a mess. Another Columbusite. Columbite? You're right. 270 sucks. Jonathan, 270. 270 blows. Jonathan, another Columbus person? Dance Master. Ice 270 in St. Louis. No, Columbus, Ohio. I assume that's what you guys are talking about because that's where I'm at. Gear Runner. My dad has a new Silverado. My Tundra has a ton more room. Exactly. Now, Gear Runner, how do you like your Tundra? Columbus, Ohio. There you go. Jonathan, if you trade vehicles in every year or two, who the hell cares about reliability? That's a good point. But I don't want to screw with them when I do have them. I'm not talking about longevity here. I'm talking about reliability day to day. I'm talking about when I go out and I get in the truck, I don't look at the fender flares and they're half peeling off because of the crappy or not enough double-sided tape used on them. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I just don't want to deal with it. And yeah, it's under warranty. And yeah, I can go to the dealer, but who wants to go to the dealer every other day? I mean, that's a pain, man. But you have a good point. I mean, you know, Bob, I had a leaky cover in my 17 with 11,000 miles, but I still love my Rebel. I love the Rebel. I did. I loved it. A little voice in my head still yells out that I should go get another one, but I just can't get the same vehicle right after I just got rid of one. Something's just not right, you know? It's not right anyway, but Jonathan, I was thinking 270 in Maryland. No, 270 in Columbus, Ohio. Dance Master. Oh, well, I-270 and I-70 in St. Louis. Is that St. Louis or Seattle? I'm horrible with that stuff. Is horrible traffic. Well, sounds like you could just pick them up and put them here and it'd be the same. Gear Runner. I love it. I have the same one as Tundra Dude. Same color and everything. Just, oh, no supercharger. Right. You told me that before. I remember that. What kind of mileage? Maybe you just told me tonight. Are you getting? Short memory. But yeah, that's the only thing that bugs. Well, there's two things that bug me. Oops, my camera. You should see my setup here. I'm kind of balancing on storage boxes. Oh, I see what happened. Maybe. I think it's going to stay. Constantly pushing on it, you know, to keep these comments refreshed. Shane, how you doing, man? Gear Runner, I had a new F-150 Eco and liked it, but the reliability sucked. Yeah, I had a couple F-150s, and the transmissions were horrible, man. They would thump and grind, and both of them did the same thing. And there was a lag, like a long lag. When you would be in reverse, you stop and shift to drive, there was a lag and a lunge, I would say. When it shifted in, both of them did that. And again, I don't want reliability problems, you know. St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, I had it right then. Like I said, I'm horrible with that kind of stuff, man. Geography and I were not really friends. Sean, we were out on the lot tonight, not really pricing great for the old ones, Tundra-wise. Well, that stinks. Jonathan, I don't think you're ever going to talk to a full-size truck owner that's excited over their gas mileage. Yeah, I know it's a dumb conversation, you know, but I mean, I would be happy if I had a full-size truck that got somewhere between 18 and 20 mile a gallon. I mean, that would make me happy, you know. Um, and I'm talking about consistently, not on the freeway, or if I, you know, have to deactivate the cylinders and all that crap. I'm good, Shane. I'm good, man. Gear runner, 14 mile a gallon to work. No matter where I'm at, I'm hoping the S&B intake helps that a little. I hope so too. That really sucks. Bob, Silverado are my favorite of the lot walks you did. Some of them are pretty sharp. I mean, I really like the GMCs too, the lifted ones. I mean, those were pretty cool, and the lifted Silverados were pretty nice too. And I wouldn't mind a lifted truck, but I think then once I was back to people being in them, I'd have the same problem. You know, they wouldn't be able to get in and out of the truck because it would be too tall. Like that Ford that I did a video on a little while back. That thing was absurdly tall. I don't even know how you get in it without a ladder, or you just have to crawl in it. I really don't know. Maybe there's one of those rope ladders that come down when you open the door and you crawl up that. I mean, it was just way over the top. Just remember miles per gallon, not miles per gallon. That's a good way to look at it, man. Did you put your logo on the wall behind you? I did. That is my artistic creation. That is from a Toyota Tacoma I had a while back, and it's just kind of hanging there. It was actually a center emblem that I got from Toyota in case I screwed up the one I popped off because I painted it black to go with the truck. As it turns out, I didn't screw it up. I didn't need it. So now it makes a great hanging, I don't know, centerpiece or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Get the Ford with a V8 Coyote. They still make a V8. I don't know if I want a Ford, man. I could probably get a heck of a deal on a Ford. Josie calling the Taco a girly truck got to you. LOL. That was too funny. A girly truck. I disagree. I don't know why she says that. Just because it's small? I don't know. Smaller. But that was funny. Gear runner. The intercoolers condensate on the EcoBoost under certain conditions. It happened to me 3 times on the interstate. Threw me into lip mode. 70 to 30 with no warning. Oh, man. So how do you remedy that? Get a towel out and wipe them off? I don't know. Zach, Rob, I think my Cayenne is dead. Why? Sean, lifted gonna kill your miles per gallon. Yeah. John, oops, see there it goes again. I really need a better setup for this, man, when I'm in the basement anyway. I have a tripod thing, but I don't know, we'll see. Let's see. John. You have to hypermile the Tundra to get good gas mileage. John Marquis is right. You don't buy for miles per gallon. A 38-gallon tank helps so there aren't consistent fill-ups. That would be nice. I am filling up the Tacoma very frequently, I'll tell you, as well as the Type R. Seems like I'm always at the gas station, you know. Bob, my second choice was the Power Wagon, but way too much truck for what I need. Yeah. Way too much for me too. I'd put that in the same category for way overkill trucks for me as the Raptor. Love the Raptor. Don't need all that. If that makes sense. Hopefully. Gear runner. It sucks the water up into the engine. Oh no! When you hit passing gear, which causes it to go into limp mode. It was going to get me hurt, bad or worse. Yeah, I bet. That sucks, man. Didn't hydrolock them up? Well, I assume not. Dance Master. I have a 6.0 Chevy that averages 10.5. I don't care, just more trips to the gas station. Hey, they already know me. I'm there so much. Try filling a 31-gallon tank. Try keeping that filled up. Yeah, that sucks. Zach, starter is going bad. Makes most terrifying grinding noise when I start it up. You got to get something else, man. Get rid of that thing. Sean, my wife called the Tacoma same thing, girly truck. What? Why? Why does she say that? Why does she call it a girly truck? Gear Runner, they glued a piece of metal across the bottom of the intercooler. They said it would run hotter. It didn't work. Then they said I had to deal with it. No fix. Yeah, that's nice. Zach, I feel like you are losing so much money by trading cars so often. Not really. I do pretty good normally. I trade up, down, and sideways to avoid that. Sometimes you lose. I can't say you ever gain, but breaking even is my goal. Let's see. Enig, is this the football forum? The question is, when will the Giants get rid of Eli Manning? They won't. They got rid of his coach instead. It's embarrassing, almost like rooting for the Browns. Are the Browns still really even a professional football team? Or tooting the horn in the Civic. That is kind of embarrassing. A little of the green juice from the restaurant there. Tesla's going to make a pickup. It was in the news today. I've heard that. I bet it will be ugly as sin. Hope not. Zach, I'm hoping to get a new car for graduation next year, maybe a Civic hatch. Cool. Manual or automatic? Or I should say 6-speed or CVT. John, I'm looking for something with better mileage. 15.5 on the highway today was my breaking point. I know. What are your possibilities there? Sean, she's a full-size truck gal, like my Tundra off-road. There you go. Dance Master. Zach Talley sounds like the starter. Nothing bad. My friend just replaced his with a new one that didn't want to work on a 1985 BMW 310. Sounds like it. John R. Gear Runner. That's a horror story. Hope it works out for you. That's ridiculous. I mean, when when a manufacturer produces a car and it doesn't perform the way it's supposed to, and you have problems, you got to fix it, man. You just don't flip them the bird and tell the customer it's their problem. I mean, what the heck's a warranty for, you know? Let's see. This is a 2014 Cayenne diesel. It has so many problems. Yeah, you got to get something else, man. I'm not a big fan of those anyway, as you know. You know what they say about trucks. They all look good after 3 beers. That's true. They say that just about trucks. Gear Runner, John R. I traded it for a Platinum Tundra, much happier. Cool. The Platinums are pretty sharp. I like the interior, at least the seating. The way they handle that looks pretty good. Jordan, like Toyota Tundra, like Ram 3500, like Camaro Z01, like Corvette Z06. I see. Jonathan, I was looking at the VW Golf Sport Wagon. Turbo plus all-wheel drive plus manual plus wagon plus tune equals ultimate sleeper. Yeah. I'm not into sleepers, man. I wanted somebody to look at my car and know it's fast. You know what I mean? Zach, Lemon Law. Good luck. Good luck on that. John, haha, bye-bye Ford. Yeah, it sounds like it, man. When you have something like that and they don't do anything for you. Hey, Gatto, how you doing? You're at the grocery store shopping. What are you shopping for? Just like your weekly trip to the grocery store or something? Are you having a big party? Or what are you doing out there, man? And what vehicle did you take? Do you go grocery shopping in the Type R? Do you risk parking that Type R in the lot with all those carts around? I hate taking anything to the grocery store, really. Let's see. Robert, wait. Did Yoda redesign the Tundra? No. I hear that's a couple years away. Silverado, might have been interested in that, except that's not coming until the end of next year. Gatto, no, I'm out of food. I'm in the R. Well, you got to have food, man. I actually went out tonight. Nobody's here tonight again with me, so I don't cook when I'm alone. Which isn't often. So I went to Arby's, I think. Yeah, that's where I went. Got me some roast beef and some of those mozzarella cheese sticks with that marinara sauce. That's good. I like it. Bob Gatto, get me some yuca. Oh boy, I remember that conversation. Now I'm out of food. I'm in the R. John R, no redesign. No. They need to catch up, man. Although if they're still selling them, I'm talking about buying one. So why do they need to worry about that, right? Let's see. Got yuca at the Christmas house. Robert, they effed up in the '05. Yeah, you guys see, let's see, Gatto, you guys see the regular car review videos. You guys see the regular car reviews videos. I'm not sure what you mean there. The channel? Gear Runner. I went out and saw Star Wars. How was the new Star Wars? I just caught up. Last night, I watched the second to newest Star Wars because I want to go see the new Star Wars, and actually bought what I thought was that one the night before, or 2 nights before, but it was Rogue One, and so I watched that. That was better than the second to newest Star Wars that I saw last night. Rogue One was pretty cool. I liked it. The second to newest Star Wars, I forget what it was called. I didn't care much for that. Of course, my daughter was trying to start a YouTube channel, so she was asking me questions the whole time. I was helping her, so maybe that's why I wasn't very focused on it, which she did do, by the way. Let's see. Okay, Bob. Okay, I take Pearl Con Yucca Y Arroz Amelia. I have no idea what any of that means. Flying Gatto, wait, are you buying an RS? I'm not buying an RS. The question is, are you buying an RS? I'm looking at trading off the Tacoma for a Tundra. It's just not big enough, man. Hey, and in your search, hold on. Ooh. In your search for a truck, Gatto, don't go small. It's not worth it. You'll regret it. I regret it. Robert, to clarify, Toyota effed up on the Tundra in '05. I assume you mean the design. Gear Runner, it was pretty good. I've heard it was good. I've heard it was bad. I just don't know. Gatto, regular car reviews YouTube channel. Okay, everyone hates me and the Type R. It's kind of funny. Everyone hates you? Are they dogging you on the channel or what? You know they're only doing that to garner views, or views, right? But if somebody's dogging you, any publicity is good publicity. Amen. Robert, Force Awakens. There you go, The Force Awakens. That was the second to the newest one, right? Or the last one before the new one? I believe it was. I didn't like it. I really didn't. And who in the heck is this guy that they got to play the pseudo Darth Vader? He looks like Gene Simmons' son. You ever seen Gene Simmons' son? He looks like him. I had to do a double take. I almost thought it was him because he's like 8 feet tall and skinny, and so's that guy. Not a good fit, I don't think, for that character. But anyway, I don't know. Let's see. By the way, do you ever check your cholesterol? About once a year, probably. Why do you ask? Do I look like I need a cholesterol check? Jonathan, I was also looking at Civics. Want a manual transmission like the sports wagon for all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive with manual and power usually spells torque steer. Also like the V6 Accord Coupe manual. No torque steer in the R, surprisingly, but you're right. I had the Speed 3 a couple different times, and that thing would almost rip the steering wheel out of your hand when you got on it. It'd be dangerous if you didn't know it was coming. Gatto says he must have just had a drink of the green nectar, like me. See? It happens every time. Correct the design. Yeah, they didn't correct the design. I'm not sure what they're doing. Not doing anything. Bob, the Colorado was a nice truck too. Yeah, but I know. I saw a couple today, man. A black one, it was nice, but it's still not a full-size truck, you know? Gatto, only the commenters were dogging. Okay, all right. That's funny. I wonder why. What didn't they like? Anyway, I'm thinking of getting a Ford Raptor. Now, that's a heck of a truck, man. I saw a couple of those today, too. The Raptor's awesome. For me, it's just too much, man. I don't need that much of a truck, and I don't want that big of a footprint on the road. You know, with those the extra wide body, flares, whatever you want to say. It's just too much of a footprint. But I just don't need a truck that's all that, if you will. But that'd be awesome if you got one, man. You talk about a new one or a used one? Jordan, Toyota Tundra Limited Double Cab TRD Off-Road Package. Toyota Tundra Limited Double Cab. But the double cab doesn't have the bigger rear, right? That's only the Crew. Or the Crew Max. Because they are sharp. That's probably my favorite looking Tundra is the double cab. And I'm going to sit in one when I go over there. I'm going to go over there tomorrow morning. And I want to sit in one and I want to see what kind of room there is back there. I don't know. Jordan, Toyota Tundra. Okay, I read that. Very true. If you could get 2 million haters to watch a YouTube channel, I could still retire. LOL. That's right. Hate the channel, love the channel, just watch the channel. All right, gotta bounce. See you later. Dance Master. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good rest of the holiday, too. I don't know if I'll be on live again, hopefully Friday, but I have to pick my wife up at the airport. These things keep coming on Fridays, but hopefully I'll be on before that. I don't know. That's assuming she's even on time. Let's see. Robert, haha, no. I meant you are correct. In my opinion, Toyota effed up the Tundra design in 05. Okay, we're going to communicate eventually, man. It's hard to do for comments, you know. Keenan, how you doing, man? Flying Gatto, if only the Raptor came in a diesel. Gatto, I gotta know. I gotta know, man. What is it with you and the diesel? I'm not a diesel guy, so for me, there is absolutely zero benefit. Let's see. Bob, let's wait for the Jeep pickup, if they ever build it. It's like the Ford Bronco. Is it really ever coming? I don't know. But I like that. John, Toyota needs to do like Jeep and start making the diesel. Then we might get good mile per gallon or Tundra. Okay, there's a benefit of the diesel. Forgot about that. Robert, also, excuse me, sort of torn between the Civic Sport hatch and the Impreza 5-door. Oh man, no way. No comparison. Gatto, already gotta go. Hey Gatto, thanks for stopping in, bud, and I hope you got something good to eat, you know? But we'll see you, bud. Keenan, hey Rob, I am in Winnipeg. Haven't seen Krista Green Beans yet. Well, I can't believe that. There's only 2 or 3 people in Winnipeg, aren't there? She's there. I don't know where she's running around at. They've got family all over the place there. I don't know much about it other than suburbs. I don't know. Keenan, oops, I just read that. Igor, how you doing, man? Tundras are a little worse on gas mileage compared to the Rebel and slightly larger. Yes, I am aware of that, and you are right, my friend. Sean, I'm out, Rob. Got to go out with the family. Glad to help with the Tundra search. Of course, you have Tundra Dude. I'll be there for a second opinion. No, I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate the input, man. Have a good night, and thanks for stopping in. Jonathan, Subarus are awesome, but everyone will think you voted for Bernie Sanders. Subarus are okay. I don't have any problem with them. Gear Runner, tell her you have to do a live feed and you'll pick her up afterwards. Yeah, that'll go over real big, won't it? I did think about that. I don't think she's watching right now, so she better not be. That'll cost me a fortune. Flying Gatto, diesels are more fuel efficient. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that, Gatto. Somebody else mentioned that, and you're right. I get that. Sean, Jeep truck is a corn. Is a acorn. Is an acorn. I don't know. Bob, not a big fan of the diesel. They need to be plugged in when it's cold and the heads crack. I don't know if they still do that, do they? Depending on what kind of climate you're in. The other benefit to the diesel is its durability. You take care of it and it will last forever. I have heard that. Robert, no comparison between the Sport Hatch Civic and Impreza 5-door. Really? I don't know, like the all-wheel drive. Yeah, I was kind of kidding. I'm biased towards the Civic because, you know, I have the R, so. Keenan, get a Tundra. Your daughter Josie is right about the Tacoma. She was harsh, wasn't she? Truthful, but she was harsh. I didn't build the car and it bothered me. Jordan, YouTube. Bob, Winnipeg, game show for people with no feet. That's almost funny. The place where pirates come from? I don't know. Let's see. Aaron, Rob doesn't keep the truck long enough to worry about it lasting longer in a diesel. That's true. You're right there. Igor, diesel engines last longer. I've heard that. John R. Bob L. What causes the heads to crack and how often? Sean, Jeep truck is a unicorn. Ah, okay. I get you now. Difference between that and an acorn, I'm sure. I was thinking squirrels. What the heck are you talking about? I get it. Robert, I love the R, but 5 speeds and I don't get along. Well, that's okay because it's a 6-speed. And I couldn't do the over MSRP thing. They're coming down, actually. The one my mom's looking at, the dealer is now actually willing to sell the car at sticker. How about that? Of course, it's in Texas. Keenan, she is logical. Get leather seats. And with at least a heated steering wheel, come on. I had the heated steering wheel in the Rebel. That was nice. But I didn't use it very often, really, because usually if it's that cold, I'm wearing gloves. And by the time I take the gloves off, it's hot enough in there to take the gloves off, I don't need the heated steering wheel. Let's see, Bob. I worked in the machine shop. The diesel's almost always cracked, but they use them that way. Gasket covers. It's been over 20 years. I'm out of the business. Okay. Gear Runner. I've got friends here in Tennessee with diesels over 300,000 miles on them. The upkeep is a lot higher, though. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about diesels. They have black smoke and they make a different noise. Robert. Ooh, wow. Jonathan, I drove my brother's 1993 Mercedes 300D diesel this weekend. That thing is a tank. That's what I kind of think of when I think of diesel, is something heavy duty, like a semi. So it's hard for me to imagine cars, especially luxury cars like BMWs or whatever, that are diesel. I always think of a semi, you know. It's a mind thing. Let's see. Keenan, gotta go. Come on later. Hey, Keenan. Thanks for stopping in, bud. And Happy New Year. Jordan, YouTube download. I'm not sure what you mean there. Robert, price is coming down, haha. Well, I guess to clarify, manual transmissions and I don't get along. Lack of coordination. Yeah, I've heard that before from others. Bob, when I remote start my Rebel, the heated wheel comes on automatically under a certain temp. There's a benefit for sure there. John, was going to start looking at a diesel for my business, so I appreciate the input on research I need to do before I commit. Yeah, absolutely. Jonathan, cars come with too many useless options. How many times do you actually use your power seats? No car should have power seats. You set them where you want them. When you buy it, you never use that option again. I agree. The only time that they would come in handy, and then they should all have the presets, or the memory rather, is when you have more than one person driving that vehicle consistently. That's it. Otherwise, it is a waste of money, right? Shades Way, Gangsta Shades and sipping on Mountain Dew. Yeah, you got it, man. And it is the green nectar. Oh, it's so good, man. They really ought to sponsor me, you know? Before their product kills me or something, I'm not sure. Let's see. Bob, you got all that land. You can make biodiesel. Buddy, all I got to do is tap my septic tank and I can make biodiesel. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, you too, bye. Hey, see you, Keenan. I can't even wave in the screen. Jonathan, love my power seats for long drives. How so? I mean, are you constantly adjusting them as you're driving? I've never heard anyone say that before as a benefit to long driving. I don't know. Gear Runner, oil changes are quite a bit higher. You have to change the fuel filters a couple times a year, and they aren't cheap either. And you have to put an additive to the fuel in cold weather so it doesn't gel. I have heard about the gelling. There's a guy I watch on YouTube who drives a semi who says that there are additives added in the diesel fuel in Canada to prevent gelling, where in the U.S. they do not add those additives. So he tries to not fill up in the U.S. before he heads into Canada, so that he's not running that fuel that can gel up on him there because it doesn't have the additives that they put in. I never knew that before he mentioned that the other day. Let's see. Do you watch Grimm's Toy Show? I'd have to say no. Doesn't sound familiar to me. Bob. Okay, Rob. Have a good night. Hey, Bob. Thanks for stopping in, and you have a good night too, man. Jordan, YouTube my channel. YouTube my channel. I still don't follow you there. You want me to YouTube on your channel? Let's see. Official Sticky. That's a unique name. How you doing, man? I'm pretty good. I'm just started off actually talking about the Tundra, trading off the Tacoma for a Tundra, assuming I can get a good deal. I mean, I'm not gonna lose my shirt on that. If I can't get a good deal, I won't do anything. And believe me, if you can get a good deal on a vehicle, right now is the best time to do it, from my experience anyway. Let's see. Jordan says yes. I still don't understand you, Jordan. You said YouTube my channel. But I don't know what you're getting at there. I don't know. Thomas, we need a vid showing your Tundra choices at the dealership. I might make a vid at the dealership. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to take the camera with me tomorrow because I got to drive one. I haven't driven one for years, so I think I need to take the camera with me. And they know, at least my sales guy, the one I bought the Tacoma off of, about the channel, so it won't surprise him when I whip it out, the camera. Let's see. We need a vid showing official sticky. What you trading it for? I'm looking at a Tundra. The Tundra Crew. Let's see. I got to get this right. The Tundra Crew Max Limited TRD. Oh, and I have a question for any of you Tundra guys out there. What is the difference between this? I saw a Tundra off-road, TRD off-road, and a Tundra Sport. I have the Tacoma Sport, and I know there's a Tacoma TRD off-road. Is it the same kind of thing? I assume it probably is. Let's see. Robert, you know another company that has messed up design-wise a while now, Nissan. Bloody hell. That company's designs are like a circus. Yes. What are they doing? I mean, do they not have anybody that they listen to that says, what are you doing? I mean, maybe not. You know, it's like Donald Trump's hair. Does no one tell that guy? I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to get into politics. Just an example. Let's see. Mark, how you doing, Mark? Had a 2017 Tundra TRD Pro Cement for 6 months. Just love it. I really like that that cement color. The guy told me when I talked to him tonight that there were tons of colors out there to choose from on this, so that might be what I get. I don't know. I also like that Inferno. Um, and there's a softer blue than the blazing blue. I don't know what it's called, that I like too. So I don't know, man. Let's see. John R. After a couple hours, I changed the positioning to lessen muscle fatigue. Driving at 70 miles per hour, manual seats could jerk you off the road if the seat slides too much when changing position. That's true. That makes sense to me. I'd never heard anybody say it. I've never done it. Gear Runner. With the new diesels, they have such exhaust restrictions that mileage isn't even the good stock. My buddy spent a small fortune to take all that stuff off. His mileage did go way up though. Well, that's cool. Jordan says, Tundra Dude 34. Is he on? Did he come on? I don't know. But yeah, I talked to him actually earlier tonight about this. Rob, maybe you might need to see the doctor as soon as possible. Yeah, I think a psychologist or psychiatrist I know is probably what I really need, right? Robert, any Ford needs to get over the whole use the same grill on everything. Yeah, they've got all that damn chrome, man. I can't stand that chrome. It's just disgusting. But you know, us Americans, we love chrome. So the more chrome you put on the front of a vehicle, the more we like it. That's what the manufacturers say. I don't know who they're listening to. Maybe my daughter, actually. She seems to like chrome. I don't know. Let's see. John, Sport has different suspension, front and rear sway bars, where the off-road has an off-road suspension. So I assume then the Sport's going to give you a better on-road, on pavement feel than the off-road would. Less harsh, I would imagine, which would be what I'd want. Let's see, Gear Runner. I officially wanted the burnt orange color, but was afraid I would get tired of it. Yeah, I know. People say that it's kind of fatty, and after a while that fat will burn away, and you'll be looking at it going, why did I get that orange? You know, but that's a sharp color though, and in the bright sunlight, all waxed up and stuff, it's got to look awesome. It has to. What I'm afraid of is what I'm going to get. I'm going to find a ton of chrome on these things. That's what I'm thinking. So I don't know. Let's see. Why is someone trying to advertise for other bigger channels than mine? I don't understand that. Does anybody understand that? I don't understand that. Let's see, John. The Sport is a ripoff for the price. Get a limited or a platinum. Sport. It would be a limited. See, and I don't know. Maybe there you can't. I was thinking you could get a Crewmax limited Sport. Is that not true? It probably isn't, because I don't know that much about them until I go tomorrow and actually experience them and talk to the sales guy. Tundra Dude had suggested the limited Crew Max for what I told him I wanted, and I agree with what he told me. So the blue Tundra you are referring to is called Cavalry Blue. Right. I do like that color too. Now that one I think I might get sick of. Like you mentioned before, that color, because to me it's almost like a baby blue, and I might get sick of that after a while. I don't know. Robert, nope, hottest Civic I've seen was the 17 Coupe here. Local, black, swap the chrome grille accent for black, and out flat black wheels are so nice. Yeah, that sounds nice, man. Anything blacked out is great. Black's the best color for any vehicle, I think. It's just a pain to keep clean and scratch free and, you know, all that stuff. John R., correct. The Sport is built for sporty road feel. That's what I would want. Gear Runner, I love that color on the Corvette. Oh yeah, I mean that would be cool. Scott, I thought you wanted a mid-size for Krista. You know, I did, but If it's not going to be useful for the whole family, and I am the one who drives it primarily, then it's just not going to work, man. She's going to have to deal with a full size, I guess. And she's driven a handful of times. She had driven the Rebel, and I know this is even a little bigger than the Rebel. I believe the footprint is bigger, but she'll get used to it. She had told me she could drive the Rebel, so now she might just get a chance for something that size. John, can't. The Sport doesn't have leather or heated seats. It's a basic SR5, front and rear sway bars, and a hood scoop for more dollars than a Limited. Oh, well then forget it. But am I wrong in saying that the Limited does have all the chrome crap on it? Chrome bumpers, like the edges of the bumpers or whatever, are they not chrome? And can they be replaced? I mean, I realize you can put an aftermarket bumper on, but I mean, put something on that's still OEM that goes with the truck. Can that be done? Gear Runner, I was originally going to go with a Limited, but found my Platinum Demo was with 12,000 miles on it and saved a ton. Couldn't turn it down. Oh, that's the way you got to go, man. If I find something like that, heck yeah. I mean, you still get the benefit of all the warranty and that kind of stuff. So, John R, no chrome. Hashtag no chrome. I agree. Scott, Tundra hood is too short in my opinion, just saying. I wonder, if it's shorter, does that mean that it's easier to see over the front of it? I never noticed, to be honest, whether it was shorter or not, because I've not driven a Tundra in years. But if it's shorter, would it not be easier to see over the front? I'm asking, I don't know. Gear Runner, you could replace the bumper corners, I do believe. Yeah, and that's what I'd want to do, because if I'm not mistaken, those corners come chrome on the Limited Crew Max, and I do not want that. I mean, that would suck, man. Maybe I'd just paint them black or something. Wouldn't look too good on an orange truck, but John, I was saying the Sport doesn't have chrome, it's color matched. Yep, just like the Tacoma, I'm sure. The truth is here. Please tell me the truth. Enlighten me. Rob, I just replied to your comment on the video with your mom driving your CTR. Well, I'll check it out once I'm done on here, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Gear Runner, my dealer does a lifetime warranty on anything oil touches. Really? That's pretty cool, man. John, the Limited is color matched too. Is it? So the bumpers on the Limited don't have chrome, they match the color of the truck? And I'm talking about specifically the Crew Max Limited TRD, either off-road or sport. That would be cool, man. That's one big issue I thought I had. Scott, looks a little out of proportion, that's all. I got you. That's cool. I just wonder if it's shorter, though, if you can see over the front of it better. I don't know. Let's see. Gear Runner. Sparks Parts probably has them color matched for whatever color you get. I bet they probably do. And I wonder then, are they the kind that, I'm sure they are, that just slip over the existing bumper? I've seen some videos on YouTube where people have bought, it's like a cover that goes over the edge or around the sides of the bumpers to, in essence, color match them to the truck. And I wonder if it's that kind of thing. If so, I mean, God, you can't get much simpler than that, right? Robert, there's a dude lives a few blocks from me, had the lime green Civic Coupe, oh, gag, traded for a BMW, then recently traded that for the black SI Coupe. I believe it. I mean, the Civic is just a blast to drive. I miss the Sport manual that I had. I really do. That, I would say, is probably the best and most fun manual transmission car I've ever had. Ever. Of any of the cars I've had. The shifting was seamless and smooth. The power was adequate to good. Certainly wasn't over the top, but it was adequate to good. And the car was just a blast to drive. The handling was great. I mean, it was a fun car. Better than the R. Not more powerful, but more fun, I think. Let's see. Gear Runner. I think they come off and you replace, excuse me, them if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so you'd be replacing the whole corner then. Not just putting some kind of a, I assume it would be like plastic or vinyl cover over them, if you will, huh? Ooh, gag, lime, beans. Ooh, gag, lima beans. That lime green Honda is just ugly. I mean, in my opinion, I've seen a couple of them around here, and they are horridly ugly. I mean, I don't know why anybody would want I'll call it an electric lime green car. I mean, that thing jumps out and just hits you, you know? And it is ugly. Let's see, Robert. Comfy ride is greater than power. Yeah, I'd say that's probably true. I mean, power is great, but how often do you get to use it? And if you got to ride around in a crappy ride all the time, it's not as much fun, I don't think. Jonathan, the older I get, the more I want a comfortable ride. You and me both, brother. That's the way it goes. I don't even think that it's the more that you want it, because I think we always want a comfy ride. I just think that when you're younger, you don't notice it. I mean, when you're younger and you go do something, you don't drive home and your back hurts, you know, or your arm hurts or whatever. So when you get older and you notice that, it kind of adds to the pain, you know. When you're riding in a car and it's not as comfortable and you're bouncing around and your back already hurts, you notice that, you know. Let's see. And I ain't getting any younger. yeah, that makes two of us. Jordan says, #1 Toyota Tundra. Well, I hope so. If that's what I end up getting, we'll see. It reminds me of the 80s floral hot pink and green. Ew, gross. Keenan, I'm back. Keenan, it's like a double take, man. Welcome back. I hope you accomplished whatever you needed to get done. Gear Runner, if I remember correctly, it didn't look hard to do. That was my concern too before I found the Platinum, which already has the color match bumpers. So it's been a while since I looked at that. Cool. Well, I hope so, because I'll definitely be doing that. No way am I going to leave chrome. And this truck I just think go crazy on, you know. I really haven't done a ton to the other trucks, but this truck, there's a lot of potential. And a lot of things I can do. That's my phone. I don't know why my phone is ringing at, what time is it? 8:30. Wow, I didn't know it was 8:30. Let's see, Robert, although I wonder if you can get the bolstered seats like the R has for the Sport Hatch. Fun mod, then you could really throw the corners in the Sport Hatch and have seat hugs. If I had my way, I wouldn't have bolstered seats in the car. I don't like bolstered seats. And I don't really know that I drive it hard enough, me personally, that having the bolstered seats really makes any difference at all. But if you like them, you know, there's definitely a function for them for sure. John, I just looked and was wrong about the limited color match bumper. Sport is color matched, though. Sorry. Sport, yeah, I didn't think so. I thought from the ones I had seen on the interweb, as they say in Canada. Why do they call that the interweb? I didn't see that. Shades, if you ever want to sell your Type R seats, let me know. No, I will never sell the Type R seats. That car is going to remain stock from that standpoint. Gear Runner, I think the best thing I've done so far, other than the lift, cool, and wheels, is the TRD Pro grill. It's a killer look. Oh, yeah. One of the first things I did when I got the Tacoma was get rid of that nasty chrome grill, and I put the Pro grill on it, and it looks really good. And I'm sure it looks really good on the Tacoma. Haha, I threw 25 mile an hour. Haha, I throw 25 mile an hour corners at 35 to 40. I do that. In my mom's Versa hatch, she hugs the road, not so much fun. And that's in the Versa hatch. Wow, my daughter had a Versa sedan. But yeah, I can do that. I could do that in the Sport without those bolstered seats. You'd have to take those corners at more like, yeah, let's say somewhere between 55 and 65. Then they might help you out a little bit. Jonathan, I second the TRD Pro Grill. Absolutely. Keenan, hey Rob, give Krista the Tacoma because the new 2018 Jeep UK Wrangled Sahara only comes in a 4-door. This means you get a Tundra. She doesn't actually want the Tacoma. She's another one who doesn't like the Tacoma for whatever reason. So I thought about keeping it, but I don't need 2 trucks. She doesn't like it, so why keep it, you know? Plus, I'll trade it in to reduce the cost on the other one. John, my Platinum stock billet grill is starting to chip pretty bad. Ooh. That's no good, man. Let's see. Keenan, there you go. Get a Jeep. If Jeep had their truck out and available, I might be interested in doing that, but they don't, as far as I know, and I don't want a regular Jeep, you know. So, let's see, where are we? Oh, we are at an hour. We're over an hour. Well, guys, I think I need to get off here because I am going to go watch a movie. I am going to watch that Scarlett Johansson movie where she's like a robot or something, or where they replace her body with machinery. I can't remember what it's called. Man, I knew just a few minutes ago. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go watch that movie because I have it and I've been wanting to see it before I forget to watch it again, and I'm all alone, so why not? Ghost in the Machine or something like that. Isn't that called? But you're right. I know what you're talking about. I think that's it. Anyway, I'm going to go watch that movie. Appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate the tips and the information on the Tundra. Hopefully make a decision tomorrow. We're going to see. Anyway, have a good night, guys, and enjoy the movie. I'm watching the bowl games. There you go. And I'll see you guys next time on the web. Have a good night.